What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Destiny. In the last episode, my goodness, did we get one hell of a lore dump. There were so many things to go over in that episode, and it's really important story stuff. Make sure that you go back and watch that if you're trying to follow along to what's actually going on in Destiny's story. It's a big deal, but really, really fascinating stuff. Very deep Destiny lore, which I generally think is some of the best stuff in this game if you're actually willing to pay attention to it. And overall, there was a lot to talk about, mostly in regards, obviously, to the Veil, but also Neomuna as a whole. Today's episode, we're going to be jumping into another one of the Cloudstrider quests. This time, it's Maelstrom, which says, bomb a strand sources, participate in public events, patrols, and loot resources, all within the Vex incursion zone. Now, notice that it does not say kill enemies in this zone. It specifically wants us doing events, patrols, and resource looting, as well as bonding with strand sources. Now, as far as those strand sources are concerned, in every single Vex incursion zone, there are little green stringy things, basically the same things that we use to become empowered, that are all over the place that we're going to need to, quote-unquote, bond with to, well, to activate some strand empowerment for some time. There are 2 of these in each zone. I need to bond with each of these as I go through here, but also I need to do things like complete patrols and whatnot, as well as grab chests, which those give you a small amount of percentage towards everything, but they're not going to be the biggest difference maker. Mainly focus on patrols and get into one heroic public event if you can help it. This is how you're going to get through this as quickly as possible. So, we kind of move around here. We're going to use. I'm going to use Final Warning for most of this, just because this thing is actually pretty darn strong, and it's going to allow me to get a bunch of stuff going. We can also use Whirling Maelstrom for all of this, because you know that thing just tears through enemies, and I can generally show how strong this thing is. So let's just take them out if we can. Oh, come on now. Kill you. We have gotten another bounty done, but I don't think that's going to help us in this situation at all. Get all that damage. And then if I can get this thing going, we can get another Whirling Maelstrom, which should finish off that Centurion no problem. If he gets the kill on him too, that's fine. I don't really mind that too much. I'll just kind of throw that in there. And then while all that happens, I am going to go around looking for these strand sources so I can get empowered, as well as different collectibles and whatnot, because all of these are good. Ooh, that's a big boy down there, although I think that that is just a standard yellow bar, because we are dealing with the enemy forces move against each other little quote-unquote event, which doesn't really give you anything good. It just gives you a lot of really strong enemies to kill if you so desire. I do not. I don't know. Did he land on nothing? He really did land on nothing. That's really funny there. All right, well, I'll just let those keep going to work as I continue to make my way around the zone, just sort of searching for things. I actually don't, off the top of my head, know where the strand sources are in this area. I want to say one of them is over this. Is it over that way? Maybe not. Maybe it's not over that way. I thought it was. But I'm not going to be showing myself doing all of these things. I just kind of want to show you the progress I've made after doing a few of these things, so you kind of get an understanding as to how much we actually need to get done. So what are we at? We're at 85%. I'm only supposed to be killing Vexes right now. Okay, there we go. There's one of them. You can see the little marker here. So here is our first one. Let's bond with that. And now I can head back on over this way. And as that continues to regenerate a lot faster, I can get to some kills here. Although, of course, everything over here is really strong right now. So super is going to be the way to go, because everything's a yellow bar at the moment. I should be focusing on the Vex, though, here. So let's kill them. There we go. Kill that as well. And boom. All right. So that's one of those bounties done. Or patrols, excuse me. So now we can see our progress. 24% on area defended and 1 strand source bond. So like I said, this is busy work. It is going to take some time for me to do all of this. So y'all just have to pretty much just wait for me to get it done. And by wait, I mean through the power of editing, I'm just going to cut to when all of this is done. See you in a second. Oh my gosh, that took forever. Complete the lost sector within the Vex incursion zone is the next step, which means that I have to go through the Thrillodrome again, but obviously that's not too big of a deal when it's on regular difficulty, but my goodness. All right, let's just do it. We're going to get through this one as quickly as we possibly can. I've got full rocket launcher shots for this part, and I am actually really getting into this. You know, I never really used this sidearm ever before actually getting it here. Like, when I got it on my own time, I think I played it with it for maybe all of 5 minutes and then have not touched it since Lightfall came out because I wasn't really a big fan of it. But the more I'm using it, the more I'm like, you know, this is actually kind of a fun sidearm. Gotta be honest. I mean, it helps having these whirling Maelstroms active all the frickin' time, but my goodness, this is a fun kit. Not to mention when you have a Woven Mail up all the time, that can be really nice too. And I actually generally don't play with Woven Mail all that often, which, you know, you probably should. Like, they did nerf it a while back. It's not as strong as it used to be. It's not 50% DR anymore, but 30% still pretty darn good. Just see if I can't. Oh man, my frickin' tangle went away. Hold on, is there one over here? No, there's not. All right, I'll just get rid of all you with that. And then let's, oh man, we caught that at the perfect time. I will happily take that. Let me see if I can get this engram after these Radiolaria pools go away. Here we go. And it wasn't even anything all that good. Yeah, I am actually having a blast with this sidearm. I can't believe how unbelievably good it is. I mean, firing it from the hip like this and just mainly only focusing on that is really the way to go with this thing. There we go. Catch that at the perfect time. Makes me wonder if I've gotten the full amount of rockets saved up at this point. 6, yes I have. That's what I figured. Cool. I like how I'm still using Nezarek's Whisper too. I'm pretty much using it until I can get something better, to be honest. I don't know why I'm still collecting those Cloud Accretions. I don't even need them at this point. Just force a habit after having to collect 30 of those trying to get through that zone. That took, I want to say 45 minutes, and that was even with a Vex Strike Force in the middle of that. And if you could notice, as I was leaving the zone, another Vex Strike Force was on the way. So I guess partially debunking my statement of, hey, these appear every hour on the hour. They can appear more often than that. That just is generally the safe bet. If I'm being honest, I think it's actually on the hour. It's every half hour maybe is more correct, but it's only a chance that it's actually going to appear at that time. You never really know otherwise. All right, can I get through here, please? All three of you. Into the arcade I go. All right, let's take care of this. Just kind of make our way through here the fastest way we can. That was a little low. I didn't realize I was so low when I started swinging off of that, and that just killed me. Kind of dumb. All right, let's try this once more with feeling. Try and knock my mic around a little bit more, although I am going to actually go this way now, since I already got that one taken care of. And this guy I am not too worried about. Oh, it's over there. Hold on. Let me take y'all out with my glaive here really quickly. There you are. One rocket. Not enough? Okay, well, let me fire a few of these across the gap. See, you know, I kind of want to just get right up on him. So hold on a moment while I do that. I am risking it. There we go. So much better when you do it like that. Perfect. Now, let's throw that at you. All right, let me see if I can't get to these guys here. Beautiful. Okay. So now we have this guy over here, which they're going to be really interesting to deal with. But if I can get some whirling Maelstroms going, that would also be great. I just need to get into a position where I can actually deal with these harpies. And then, there we go. That'll help a lot. What's up, buddy? Here, have that, and that, and that, and that. And you're going to try to kill me, but if I can grapple away, I should be fine. There we go. Now I am going to try to get a few super hits in there, and that totally worked. That was awesome. Now, if you don't mind moving your shield again so I can fire that off, that would be great. Okay, we got a couple more. That was definitely not... that was a very ill-advised shot. Playing with fire here. Okay, okay. Who's shooting at me? Go away. Yeah, I know. It's super not a long-range weapon at all. Here, let me sever you so you can just stop that. And then we'll kill him outright. Perfect. Grapple off of that to punch you. And then grapple down here to grab my chest. There we go. Okay, next step. Turn to the Hall of wow. Hall of Heroes is what I meant to say, to repair Maelstrom's memorial. Oy, oy, oy. All right. In we go. Hi, Keidel. Bye, Keidel. I really should talk with you, though. We need to get an interlude, but maybe we'll do that a little bit later when on a more, like, appropriate, suitable moment. I suppose a lot of those have kind of already passed. We're pretty much done with the Cabal in this expansion, but let's see.
This little electronic oracle may be useful, but I don't like anyone standing behind me, whether they've got a knife or not. So the question is, tear it out and let the whole network fall apart, or leave it in, and maybe things get a whole lot worse.
All right, there we go. A little glimpse of Maelstrom and the way she sounded. Let's head on over to Quinn now and talk. Data crawler's running hot. Maelstrom accessed the occlusion a lot. She called it a simulation echo, but it's not a save file. It's hidden code in the Cloud Arc. She found it on Cloudstrider Blue Jay's notes, so, you know, kind of need his archive restored. So let's grab that one. Blue Jay. Okay, that is the next one. We also got a round-robin hand cannon that I don't have access to because, of course, it went straight to the frickin' postmaster. Luckily, we can actually access it from here. Let's start. I'm going to get rid of some things. Actually, first things first, I'm going to actually infuse this disparity up, because I picked this up from Banshee today, and that's a really nice combo to have there, so I definitely want that. I'm getting kind of full on weapons here. I definitely need to do some sorting, but let's head into the Postmaster and let's see what we have. Okay, got that. Let's see. Under pressure opening shot. The reason I'm grabbing that is that 1777, so I'm going to infuse my Quicksilver, or that into my Quicksilver Storm at the very least. Final Warning is still my strongest, though. And I could pull a few of those to see if we get anything good out of it. Probably not. That's what I thought. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Destiny. Thank you all so very much for watching. In the next episode, we're going to be jumping on into the Blue Jay quest. This is the most crucial one to get done for getting access to the partitions. Once it's over, we'll be able to finally get into those missions, but we'll still have one more set of quests to do before we can finally jump on in to the exotic quest. So with all of that said, thank you all so very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I'll see you all in the next one.